Well, welcome to my front porch, and welcome back to the Collegeside Children's Lesson. I'm excited over the next few weeks to share, I almost said the end. It's not really the end of the story, though. Just the end of Jesus's 30-some years on earth. I want to share with you how his life ended, and in a lot of ways, how our lives began. In Mark chapter 10, Jesus says to his disciples, as they were on the road toward Jerusalem, he says, "We are going up to Jerusalem, and the Son of Man will be betrayed to the chief priests and teachers of the law. They will condemn him to death and will hand him over to the Gentiles, who will mock him and spit on him, flog him and kill him. 3 days later, he will rise." These are the words that Jesus spoke to his followers as they were making their way toward Jerusalem. Now, you and I know that something very significant was going to happen in Jerusalem. And he was telling that to his disciples, but they still didn't quite understand. They understood that Jesus was the Messiah, but they had no idea what kind of Messiah he was. As we find Jesus here in chapter 10 of Mark's Gospel, we find him passing by a small city of Jericho. I suppose Jericho had walls in the days of Jesus. Not like the walls they had, of course, in the days of Joshua. Probably some small walls for a small town in a low position below the great city of Jerusalem that we will learn more about later. But for now, we're in Jericho, and we're going to meet a man outside of Jericho who has his own problems. A man by the name of Bartimaeus. Now, Bartimaeus is blind, physically speaking. Bartimaeus is blind. He can't see, but he has heard. And no doubt he has pictured in his mind this man, Jesus. So as Jesus passes through Jericho, and he comes out of that town, because it wasn't his destination, and he begins to pass by, and he begins to travel on, and Jesus is on the road to Jerusalem. Now, this is a road between Jerusalem and Jericho that I think we've heard of before. From Jericho to Jerusalem, it was a journey uphill. It was a journey made at your own risk, with much danger. And for Jesus, it was like all of his journeys, a journey that was not made alone. Because by this point in Jesus' life, many are following after him, interested in everything that he has to say. Well, Bartimaeus heard that Jesus was passing by. And Bartimaeus heard the crowd that was around Jesus. And Bartimaeus cried out, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." Now the people who were around Bartimaeus said, "Jesus doesn't have time for you, blind man. Be quiet. Leave this important man alone." But Bartimaeus continued to cry out, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." Jesus heard his cries, and Jesus called for Bartimaeus and said, "Come to me." And so, in shock, I'm sure, the people who were with Bartimaeus brought him to Jesus. And Jesus asked him, "What is it that you want from me?" And Bartimaeus said, "I want to see. Jesus told him, Bartimaeus, your faith has given you sight. Go and see. And that is what Bartimaeus did. You see, as Jesus was on the road to Jerusalem, he was helping all of us to see better. Bartimaeus' physical eyes weren't capable of seeing. Just like Jesus' apostles, Jesus' disciples. You see, Jesus' disciples, his followers then, just like we, his followers now, couldn't see clearly with the eyes of their heart. They didn't think Jesus wanted to be bothered by the blind man. They didn't think Jesus cared about the things that were important to him, just like sometimes we don't think Jesus cares about the things that are important to us. But on the road out of Jericho and toward Jerusalem, we learned that the blind man's problem was a problem worth Jesus' time. And we learned that our problems also are worth Jesus' time. What else do you learn from the blind man who said, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me? Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on us. May you call out to Jesus this week. May he hear your voice, and may he extend mercy to you in whatever area of your life you need it. Amen.